Hello, everyone. My name is Jonas Jenkins. I'm a graduate student at the Grand Canyon University, and my course is Cyber Warfare and Applications. Today, we'll be looking at how organizations implement processes to secure data. And of course, we know that data is a very important aspect of every organization because without data, an organization cannot function. So data is the information that the organization has that we process, and we have to look at security measures that we can put in place to protect that data. And we will look at three types of data. We're looking at data in use, data in transit, and data at rest. Data in use is actually that type of data that you are working on, a data file. Say you are uh, working on an application, you are typing a message or you are actually processing something, writing a report. That's actually data in use. Data in transit is the data that is transferred over the network from one network to the other. An email that you send to your friend that is data in transit. If you are in a video conference, say in Microsoft Teams, you are actually that is actually data in transit. You are actually sending a message via WhatsApp to your friend or a chat group at work. That is data in transit. And of course, data at rest is actually data that is not being used. It is archived. It is either stored in hard drives or USB drives, or data actually on a file on your personal computer at home or at work. That is data at rest. Let's look at the processes that actually can be used to protect data. The main processes that we can implement or an organization can implement to protect that data is encryption. What's an encryption? Encryption is a process through which data in plain text is transformed to what we call ciphertext. So much so that if there's an attacker who attacks either the network, he can probably our cell phone gets lost or maybe the computer gets stolen. The data which is inside that was encrypted, the attacker will not be able to access it. Another process that we can actually do to improve security and protect that data is through access control, authentication and authorization. We need to know the type of people that access that data, that we share the data with. Now, as we move from one level of data to the other, so data in use, data in transit, or data at rest, they both have different parameters. They have different processes that we can implement to secure them. For data at rest, we probably have to do things like data loss prevention, or where we make sure that we block access from people accessing our computers. We equally have to make sure that we use the cloud access security broker that actually implements security on data in the cloud. So the data at rest, which is stored in the cloud, we can actually implement CASB to protect it. Data in transit, which is data which is transferred over the network, we know that we can implement firewalls, which will allow or deny traffic based on the person that is accessing it. Anybody who does not have access, who has not been granted access to actually have to view files, of course the firewalls will block them. So you can equally block access either through the network or through some data files. Of course, for data in use, we basically have to implement user awareness trainings. So much so that if an employee is working on a file, they should, of course, know that they are not supposed to copy organization's data into private USB drives. They are not supposed to email them to their friends. And of course, access control equally has to be implemented in order to make sure that that data, which is data in use, is actually prevented. Thank you, guys. This was what we have for today. See you in our next video. Thank you. Bye bye.